All right, let's bring the conversation back home now. The City of Johannesburg says it will ensure that parks are opened to the public as of today. President Cyril Ramaphosa on Sunday announced that public facilities will be reopened to the public. The City of Joburg has published 10 mandatory requirements for all who will make use of the public parks. Now, these include the wearing of masks at all times, a 3-meter social distancing rule, and restrictions on gatherings, including braais, picnics, and parties. For more on this now, I'm joined by Margaret Arnolds, who's MMC for Community Development for the City of Johannesburg. She joins us now via our Skype line. MMC, thanks very much for your time. Welcome to the AM Report. So we're in a context where Gauteng is the epicenter of the pandemic now. The virus is showing no signs of slowing. There are signals all around us of people downscaling and reducing movement. Why has the city moved to open parks in the midst of all of that?
The city has opened parks because it was a directive given to us by the president. And people have been crying for parks to be open for a long time. The last time I was on News Africa, they were asking us, when are you opening up the parks? And we've opened it up now, but remember, it is only opened up for people that want to go and exercise. You only go in there and do your exercising, your normal yoga. You will not be using any of the gymming equipment. You will not be using any of the, the swings, the marongs, or any of the slides, because we don't have enough sanitizers for that. And thus we're also asking people to come to the park, but wear your mask, social distance, and also ensure that you have your sanitizer with you and sanitize all the time.
Yeah, so I guess to be clear, because of rules like the social distancing measure, there'll be no braais, no parks, etc. At these parks. That's correct, right?
Yes, there is no socializing. Social distance, but no socializing. We won't go into the park to take our kids there for a Saturday afternoon, where they will go and swing, and mom and dad will sit there and have a picnic basket, or we braai, and we will not either go into the park and have use of the gymming equipment. We are actually going to red tape around the gymming equipment and all other equipment so that people do not use it.
Right. I'm sure you'll agree with me, MMC, that the situation has changed quite drastically from the last time you were on Newsroom Africa. Let me ask what some of your major concerns are today.
My concerns has actually become much more than compared to the last time, because we see that people are dying. We are getting very close to, it's close to home now. When you wake up in the morning and you find that your neighbor has died, or your friend has died, or a family member has died, and it has really become very difficult for all of us. But what we are asking people is, and what we have done in the beginning when we were on level 5 as a city, we pleaded with people out there. We went out there and said to people, please remain inside, only come out if you are essential services. Do not social distance, wear your mask, and sanitize. And people looked at us as if we were from another planet. But now it's hitting right home, and we are pleading with people again to just adhere to all these regulations, and we could then bring down the amount of people that are dying or get infected.
And you know, government, including the health minister himself, have always stressed the need, I guess, to change attitudes and behavior within communities. As we gear up for the opening of parks, there are a few restrictions that people, I imagine, were looking forward to. How is the city going to monitor that at least there's a change of behavior and that people are not taking advantage of, I guess, how open a park is, and how, I guess, that in and of itself invites people to do the things that you're calling them not to do?
Okay, as a City of Johannesburg, we have great news, because our 10 plus in all our wards are back. And I think we all know what the 10 plus is, that we are going to have JMPD in our ward basis, right? So that is going to assist us, because they will be monitoring our parks as well as doing every other duty that they are doing, that they're supposed to do as JMPD. But as community development, we are also partnering with all our CPFs in every ward, our neighborhood watchers, in every ward in order to ensure that there is law enforcement at the parks. And we also are creating what we're calling friends of our facilities, meaning that if Margaret Arnolds lives in El Dorado Park Extension 3, where the big park is, it's Margaret's duty to ensure that people don't go into the parks and abuse the parks at this stage, have picnics, to report this to the authorities. Thus, we are saying to people, this is your park. This is not government's park, and government cannot do it alone. So we're partnering with our communities, and communities are very prepared to do that. Yesterday, I went to the botanical gardens and spoke to people that were gymming there, and people were very, they were ready there to say we will look after our parks, because it's been long that our parks has been, people have done what they wanted to do in the parks, and we are there to do the right thing for our parks and our facilities.
So MMC, do you have an idea, a concept as community development, when you would move to have those parks closed again if people appear not to be adhering to these regulations? I don't imagine you're going to wait for the president to make that announcement, surely?
Well, we will be monitoring it. Obviously, we will be monitoring it, and we will be looking at which parks are able to remain open, which parks are not able to remain open. But yes, as I said, we have our JMPD that will be assisting us. We have our neighborhood watch that will be assisting us. So definitely, yes, we will be, as a city, monitoring these, and we will see where people are abusing their rights to be in the parks. And we will be policing it.
All right, one certainly hope so. Thank you very much for getting us into the picture. I appreciate your time and your insights. Margaret Arnold is the MMC for Community Safety for the City of Johannesburg. There you have it.
We're all desperate to have that social gathering, aren't we?
Yes.
And if we try to do it safely, that's how we would do it. In a park, have a picnic perhaps, but patience, everyone, including me and you.